All right, welcome to the 290 Moe podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself for my viewers and listeners.
Hey, I am Tutu Shakura, and I'm a Chicago music artist from the south side of Chicago.
Okay, appreciate that. So it's definitely gonna be an interesting start for me. Let's talk about the name.
Tutu Shakura?
Yeah.
Well, it originated from, of course, Tupac.
Okay.
Shakur. I just basically, when I was like 17, 16, I'm like, I'm the reincarnation of Pac.
For real? That's the first time I ever heard a woman even, you know what I'm saying, feel that deep about Pac.
That's how I felt. Yeah, I'm in love with that man, low-key.
Okay. Where did this love start? Was it MTV or
the music?
Brother or
well, it started with the music. I used to listen to the music.
I'm saying, how was you introduced to Pac? Was it just in the household?
Okay. I got a lot of uncles and stuff. Okay. Like my mama, she was the only female, so I got uncles.
Sure.
So all they did was listen to Tupac and that era of music. So eventually I'm like, okay, I like the music, whatever. So I started watching interviews and stuff like that to see like what his personality was and all of that. I'm like, oh yeah, we kind of got the same type of similar personality, like thinking and stuff like that. Like, no, he just made a lot of sense. Like, he ain't dumb, he ain't slow, he ain't stupid. He was a positive, overall positive person. So that's how I felt about it. And that's where that started. And then I was like, I need to name myself after him. That's what I did. So.
Okay, so you mentioned that era of music. Do you listen to the whole era, or you just Pac was the only one that stood out to you?
I've listened to it, like, just to see what it was about. And then, like my mom, and they used to play it a lot as well. But R&B music was the big thing for me back in that era. Not so much the rap thing. Tupac, he stood out with the rap, I should say. And that was the only really rapper that I listened to from that era.
Okay.
So, I mean, you had NWA and all the other ones, but to me it was just,
Okay.
He was on point with it.
Well, was that always your name from the jump, or did you start off with another name?
Well, my birth name.
I don't mean
it
your
started with it.
name.
I know that. It started with a D, but, I was going to do that. I'm like, nah, I ain't going to, It's always been Tupac or Tutu Shakura. It's where it started off for me, like recording my first song ever. I said I wanted my stage name to be Tutu Shakura. Okay. It's never been nothing ever different. It's always been Tutu.
Okay. So with you being such a Pac fan, let me ask you, how do you feel about like the different movies that come out every 2 years with different people playing them? Do you feel like that ain't Pac? You know what I'm saying?
I like to see it sometimes because it keep them alive,
For sure.
That's the only, thing about it. I mean, like, to be honest, they should make more movies about his ass.
Oh, no, you doing too. They add 2 years now.
There should be more movies. And they got Biggie and stuff like that. I like that era, the stories about it. It's played out now, but I still like to listen about the story. Because it's interesting. You had West Side, East Side going at it. It was like...
So in 2022, are you still currently listening to Tupac?
Yeah, I do. Okay. I do. And I do it for inspiration purposes sometimes.
What's your favorite Tupac song?
Well, Dear Mama.
Okay, for sure.
Because it's what he was saying in it.
Right, of course.
It's lyrically, I like the California Love remix he did with Dr. Dre. That was a nice one. But yeah, Dear Mama is probably my top one because the lyrics.
Okay. Let's jump back to the beginning. If you don't mind, where you from? Where you grew up at?
Well, I'm from Roseland, so the Hunnits, Wild Hunnits, they call it, south side of Chicago. But I've moved all over the place, but Chicago has been the majority of my life.
All right, for sure. That's why I started to tell people too. Like, I've been all over Chicago. You know what I'm saying? West side is home, but I've been out south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what about growing up in Roseland? You think molded you into who we are today? Was it a pretty normal upbringing, or did you?
Yeah, it was. I mean, grew up in the house. We had a house on the street. It was one of them neighborhoods where you play with the neighborhood kids and stuff like that. The regular 9, went to school, stuff like that. It was just only me and my mom, so that's just how my whole life. It's just I'm the only child on my mama's side. My daddy got like 3 other kids, but it just my whole life just been me and my OG.
Okay. So you listening to Pac, cause you and your OG in Roseland. Yeah. When did you get a love for music? I mean, we
mama,
know that you had to love for Tupac.
My mama sing. She been singing since I was in her stomach type stuff. And then I remember being in Mississippi. We used to stay in Mississippi. I was like 3rd grade, and she ended up having a song on the radio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they ended up playing one of her songs on the radio. I'm like, oh my god!
You got, you got a feature? Like, you got on the track.
You know, she used to make music, R&B music back then. And then I'm like, okay, so that kind of sparked me. And then the next year, 4th grade, I actually came back to Chicago, and I went to a school called the Choir Academy, where the whole school was a choir. And every day we had to have singing lessons, piano, and drum lessons.
Is that still around?
I don't know, but I know that they tore it down years ago. But it was right there off 30, like literally next door to the White Sox Stadium, like that school right there. But it was the choir. Everybody was a singer. Everybody had to sing, like the whole school. And that's what sparked it, I think. That's what sparked it.
Okay. And is that around the same time that you started writing your own music, or when
I started writing my own music in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah? What was the subject matter like? What was you talking about?
I can't really remember, but it was abstract things, like because I wasn't like a really hood kid growing up, because I had a lot of diversity in my life. I grew up with white kids, Mexicans, so I seen a lot of things. So it wasn't like, even now it shows in my music, I'm not so hood with it. I try to have something diverse in it, and that's what. So 9 times out of 10, it was just probably me rambling about school or something.
and was it also hip hop from the jump? Because you mentioned your love for R&B.
Always been hip hop, but that's the thing with me. I don't really like singing.
Okay, I figured you was gonna say the opposite. You mentioned loving R&B. Your OG was a singer.
I don't like rapping or singing. But look,
hold on, wait a minute. What are we here talking about?
Okay, so look, this is how I'm gonna explain it. I don't really like to rap all the way and sing all the way, so I mix it. So it's like a Drake type, how the melodic rap they call it. So it's like I can do it, but my best music to me is like my R&B music. So I love to sing because I like to make R&B music. So, but then again, I don't like to sing because it's strainful on my voice sometimes.
I think I got you. You don't like to sing, but you like to make R&B music.
Yeah, you got to hit the note. I'll be in the studio all day on one note type stuff. So I'm a perfectionist, and that's I think that's where the frustration comes from. Because like if it's not perfect, it gotta rewind it, play it back. I gotta get it perfect type thing. So
okay, with you being a perfectionist, talk to me about your creative process. Like when you creating music.
I'm obsessive.
Yeah,
it's
are
like
you a
an
writer?
Obsessive mind. Yeah, I write everything that you hear. I've only had probably 4 to 8 lines came from somebody else, and it was like my engineer type thing. But everything, I write everything. I've been writing. I started off writing music before I was recording it. Sure. So I'm a writer more than anything.
So with you already being familiar with music in the house with your mom singing, was it easy for you to translate that to the studio, or is that something that you had to learn as well?
She took me to the studio when she went to the studio. I remember my first time like saying something on the track and hearing my voice. I was like 8, so that's when it started. And then 16 I recorded in Atlanta, my first song ever.
Your first song, first time in the studio recording?
First time ever in the studio was with my cousin. He stayed in Atlanta, so we went to go visit him for a couple months. And then he let me, because he do music, and he let me record a song. We did a song together and everything. And I'm like, okay, I like this. So I'm like, maybe this song I'm, get into more, rather than just want to go to school or some weird ass shit like that. Because, there's other things to do. It's just like music was just like a love that's always been there since a kid.
Okay, so you got the love for music. What was your intent to do with it? Like, did you just want to make songs to hear yourself? Did you want to put music out and sell? What was your mindset at that? Was it projects?
Well, it first started off as just wanted to make music, just because it's like if I can hear Beyonce make a song, I can make a song too. That's how I felt. So it's like it started off me young, just wanted to write music. I just made a song, just wanted to do it just to try it. And eventually as my personality came in and as I started to record music and stuff like that, it somewhat became about like wanting to sell records and stuff like that. But then it's like I don't listen to a lot of music that's being played today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I only make music for myself. And a lot of people don't understand that, because some people like, do you make music for other people or do you make music for fans? And I probably one song that I made for everybody else. You know what I'm
like
saying?
Intensely, so like you don't go when you writing, you don't be like, I'm gonna make this one for the club, I'm gonna make this one for the ladies.
I do it like a theme wise, but it's still for me.
Right, for sure.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's like if I hear like a weird song on the radio, I'm like, I can do better than that. And that's how every artist feels,
that's
right?
That's what I do every time I see an interview or something. I'm like,
right, I can do better than that. So that's where that
motivation.
came from.
For sure.
And eventually I just got better and better over time with the writing, recording. Now I could record myself. So it's like I'm the whole 9 yards now. It's like ain't no really stopping me. But it's really a love for it. I don't really make it to get famous. I don't really want to make music to get famous. I'm just making it because ain't nothing to listen to like on the radio. Okay. Literally, that's why I make music.
So you only listen to yourself and pop. That's all you listen to.
I listen to other artists too, other good talented artists. But come on, the wave today is the same shit.
You get a few of those names. See what you listen to.
Oh yeah, Don Toliver. Drake, he was a big one for a long time, but he kind of fell in with everybody else wave for a little minute, and he coming back. Oh, you know,
kind of cool.
You know, Future. I fuck with Future. You know,
sure. Godfather.
Exactly. It's a couple of other good talented artists that I like to listen to, but that Don Toliver wave, people like that, I like that type of music.
If you had to describe your style to someone, what would be your best way to describe it?
Like a style of music?
Like your style, the way you put out, the way you do the music, you know what I'm saying? Is it, did you model it after Pac, with a female flavor? What would you say your style?
I would say it's a mix of a bit of masculinity with a femininity, because it's like, okay, so you know how Pac voice is broad and deep, and I kind of speak like that, naturally. So it's like
speak deep, you speak well.
No, I speak well, but
clear.
like I can make it deep when I'm on the track. Okay. So it's like I can, yeah. So it's like I can hit that Pac, I can get that Pac vibe to you, and then I can go in with the Janet vibe. You know what I'm saying? The little soft, cute little voice. It's like I do I don't know what to really call my style. I just like to make different types of music. If you put me on an R&B track, I'm gonna do an R&B song. If you put me on a rock song, I'm gonna do a rock song. It's not gonna sound hip hop. It ain't gonna sound. You know what I'm saying?
So how about this? What's your favorite style of music to make, or style, or even
hip hop mixed with the R&B? Okay. It's like a mix. Like, okay, so if I get like an R&B track, I'm gonna rap over it. Or if I get a rap track, look,
you ain't gonna do the whole thing.
Because it balance it out. Like if I get a rap track, I'ma sing on it. You see what I'm saying? Because it get that balance, and I got music already like that, and it sound good. So, like people, like and right now I'm doing a little mixtape, dropping a couple songs. I just did a 24 Money Man, and I'm singing on it because I felt like he hit every rhyme bar that could possibly be on it. He killed the beat. So what else could it be done to it? You gotta sing on it. So that's how I felt about that one.
Okay, with you doing your own style of music and being talented in hip hop and R&B, what goes into choosing music? Like, are you looking for a specific sound? Do you write first and then look for music? What's that?
I used to write first. I used to write
I think that's so hard.
It's not, because I used to write all of my music a cappella. Actually, my first song ever that I recorded was written a cappella first. I made the beat up in my head. I went to the studio and I told the producer, and he actually produced the beat that I heard in my head.
Oh, you talented.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I started off a cappella writing first, but now it's like, if literally I just hear a beat, any beat, I don't care what it sounds like, as long as it sounds good. I'm going to get on it. It could be a rock song. Like I said, I will still hop on it. Okay. So if it sounds good, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so I gotta ask you this before we move forward. Have you and your mother ever made music or considered making? You gotta get on the track on the hook or song. She been on the radio.
She been trying to hit the studio with me, but she go to the studio with me all the time. She helped me write music actually, so she didn't help me write a whole song before. People don't really know, but I get when you blow up? Yeah, I put her in my YouTube writing credits when she do give me ideas like, Mama, I stole this from you.
Don't TLC her now.
Right, she know.
Okay.
But yeah, we should make a song together. That'd be nice. A mama daughter duo.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I told I was gonna put on the
Dear
track.
Mama Part 2.
You gonna put on something nice too.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit more about when you making music and doing features and stuff like that. Is that something that you consciously, you know what I'm saying, like I like this person, I like that person, or somebody just presents you an opportunity as far as like features and working with others?
Well, it really don't matter to me as long as you sound good. You know, don't fuck up the beat. Okay. That's how I be feeling.
Have you ever had to search for a feature for any projects, or you just
sometimes so how I do my features is I literally just record the open verse. Mm-hmm. And then I'll put it out on Instagram. Like, who the fuck? Who want to hop on it? And then people would be like, here, send it to me. I send it out. Whoever hit it first, that's whoever get the first, name on it. But whoever made a song to, I still say y'all can still put it out as y'all own song.
You don't audition it to be like, hey, I don't
want
you
it's like
this,
if you made if I sent you an open verse and you actually made a song, I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't put that out. No, it's your version. Put that out. Just say it's your song featuring me. That's how I do. But for the original version that I like, that I like to hear from whoever artist,
that's the
what I'm saying. That's the official version that I put out.
Well, what's your favorite part? There's a lot of aspects that go into making music, you know what I'm saying? From the writing to the recording, even to performing and stuff like that. What would be your favorite part of the whole music process?
Recording.
And
even though it's the most intense part, recording.
What about it exactly?
Because I can get really creative with that.
Is it the atmosphere?
It's not even just that. It's just the mic. I like hearing myself on the mic now. Like, when I first started music, I thought my voice was weird. Now I'm used to it. Now I know how to change. Like, I know what it's going to sound like.
I'm the opposite. Without the mic, I don't talk. As soon as the mic on, I get to talk.
I used to be like that, but now I'm used to my voice. So it's like I could play with different sounds, melodies, and make them come together, make them sound nice. And I only say that because now I'm starting to record myself. Even when I wasn't doing it, but now it's like I can really take my time with it and really perfect it and make it sound how I want it to sound. Okay.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what made you start recording yourself, and how has that experience been so far?
I was going broke.
Was going broke.
I love my engineer, Gator. The Red Room, I've been going to him literally since the first song not the first song I recorded, but I re-recorded the first song that I did with him. Mm-hmm. So technically the first song that I ever did was with Gator. But I'm like, you know what? If Kanye did it, that's all I kept thinking in the back of my brain. Like, this man real live made beats and produced himself on the track. Like, if he could do it, I could do it too. So sure. I saved up some money, bought a piano, bought a little studio equipment, and now it's just like, it's clicking. It's starting to click. I'm starting to know what to do, how to make it sound. At first it was so frustrating. I wanted to give up so bad, but it's like I just kept going. It's like, okay, now I get it.
Okay, so when you decide to record yourself, where did you get the was you on YouTube watching videos on how to, or did you,
a lot
everything
of YouTube
you gained
videos.
up from being in the studio yourself?
A lot of YouTube videos, and I just downloaded a DAW and just started messing with it. Sure. And that's how it all started. And now I could edit off my phone if I want to, because it's some shit that's connected to the phone. You know what I'm saying? Technology is. Nah, it's called Band Lab. It's by Cakewalk though.
Yeah,
the Cakewalk is the DAW that's on the computer, but they don't have the auto tune on the computer, so I gotta go on my phone. I don't need it, but I love auto tune.
Right, yeah,
So it's like, you know what? Might as well just edit it on my phone and send it out to people that way. It's quicker and easier.
Okay. And just speaking on the phone a little bit more, this is like the social media era. So with a lot of music not being hard copy as much as it used to be, how do you promote yourself, you know what I'm saying, get yourself out to the masses or new people? How do you promote yourself and your music?
I really just, I really promote myself just by constantly pushing out music, the same shit over and over and over again. Like, if I post it one time, I'm going to post it like 2 or 3 times that same day.
Sure.
You know, and then there's other ways on Instagram and Facebook that's connected where you could pay for promotions, pay for ads to be ran. That's another way. You can ask or pay other big people with big pages to promote you on their page. That works. You know, there's other ways to do it. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Talk to me about, this is a question I ask every female to come through here. Yeah. Talk to me about being a female in a male dominant industry. Is that something that you're constantly conscious of?
Well, now it's kind of reversing.
In your opinion.
It's kind of reversing. I'm just saying 9 out of 10 songs that play on the radio is a female. But I'm just saying it's a female on it. Okay, but I'm just saying it's a lot more females coming out now. And there's a lot that's coming together and kind of running it more. Okay, so niggas, they taking themselves out, they killing each other. Okay, let's just be honest. Facts. Females, we on that verge, we coming up, and while they doing that bullshit, we up on, you know. So it's like I'm trying to get everybody on board. Like, okay, Chicago is a very, very difficult place for the music scene to even get put on. You know what I'm saying? And I shout out to Bodil because he be trying to put out the no violence rapping contests and stuff like that. Like, if we got more artists in the city of Chicago that made generalized music more than just like trap, rap, you know, kill, drill type drill music, I feel like Chicago will see a bigger wave of success on that end.
Yeah. And I also think like the big artists that take off, I don't think they necessarily do right.
You right,
like,
yeah.
Like
Kanye,
I
know where you going.
The whole good music was supposed to be Chief
going.
Keef, Lil Durk. Ain't no way they was supposed to get out the city before Kanye had them. So
right.
I feel like the artists that do make it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's difficult being a female it's not too difficult, but competing with the male rappers. Yeah, it is, because that's who everybody want to expect to be on the track when you know, when you in a club, you going to expect to hear a male voice, a male rapper. So that's it's dominated by males for sure, but that's the only thing you got to kind of overcome is basically you just got to rap better than them. You just got to use more better lyrics than them, and you will be put on the top quicker than, you know. That's how, I mean, Megan, for example, Cardi B.
I'll give you Cardi.
I say Cardi, you know.
I think
but Megan,
young
you know,
Ma, she the best female rapper. I think
she
with like straight bars and rap, she the best. Like, I can't listen. Like, I understand sex sells, you know what I'm saying? The Ice Spice Girl and stuff like. But that shit is trash.
It is. No, it is, and I don't really. I mean, I condone. I mean, I don't really like. I don't say I would condone it, but like I support it because it's your lane and it's the lane that you chose to do, and you actually got a crowd for that.
Yeah,
you know
ain't no hate. You know what I'm saying?
You see
it's
what
just,
I'm saying?
You know,
Yeah, they ain't hating,
that's not
but
what
it's
I
just
come
not
to music
my
for. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not my wave. You know, like I say, if people made more generalized music rather than on the female side about they punani or on the male side about killing somebody, Chicago would definitely see a bigger rise and a success with the music. I just felt like ever since Dirk and them left, we ain't really had nobody that's like.
I mean, I just kind of say Polo a little bit. He kind of blew up.
Oh yeah, him since him really, you know. But that's it. That's it.
And all of them supposed to be Dirk kind of tried. See, with OTF, he ain't just grab artists. He grabbed his gang members and made them part of the group. But if we had somebody that was really on that platform that was really coming back fishing for good artists, it'd be a lot more. I think diverse music coming out of the city because it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Okay. So, what about you mentioned that you do a lot of work on yourself as far as recording and engineering and stuff like that. Are you working with a team, a label, anything like that?
Currently not right now.
Okay.
No,
And what's your overall views on? Would you shop yourself for a label deal? Are you interested in staying independent? What's your views on that?
Well, like, okay,
The check, right?
like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's about, money but like me personally, I honestly just like music, just like making music, just like making it. Like, okay, this the concept people don't really kind of understand with me. Like, I make it, but I don't care if I get famous from it or not. I don't care.
That's love.
But yeah, that's like, I don't care if I ever make $1 million from it. I'm still gonna make music because I love to make music. It's just something I love to do. I'm really passionate about it, and it's like the more music that's being put out now, the shit that I don't like really listen to, the more it makes me want to make music that potentially other people might want to listen to, and But like I say, Chicago focus on the negativity more than the positive artists, and that's where I fall short. I could have been blew the fuck up if.
I mean, I hear you, but like me, I love the drill music. I feel like it's part of the culture, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like to listen to music when people actually saying something or talking about something, you know what I'm saying? So, you don't gotta feel it. It's people like us out there. It's just,
it's
I understand
not the fans.
It's harder for y'all to get put on the.
Yeah, it's not the fans, it's the industry.
Right, for sure.
And now I never blame that on like the people that's listening, because they don't have no control over what's gonna be played on the radio. You don't. Even the DJ personalities don't even have control.
Right.
They literally get a list of songs to play and say, okay, we're gonna play this.
That's why they say stop the violence, then play a kill song.
Oh my God, I was just gonna make a TikTok. About that. I was just like, Chicago radios be like, yo, stop the violence, and then the next song they come on, kill, steal.
For sure.
That's how it be, and it's sad, but hey.
Yeah.
It'll change one day, hopefully.
That's what Kanye is talking about, man. But that's a whole nother thing. So, up to this point, what you doing music, what would you say would be the highlight of your personal career so far?
The highlight?
You personally, like, was it the first show, a certain feature?
A lot of shows we did. When I was with Bo and L Hitter now, we did a show, one of the big shows L Hitter did. We was up on stage with him. That was a big one. It was like 20,000 people out there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a lot of people. It was like a big ass outside stage. I seen 2 Chainz. I was like this close to the man. I was like, oh, yeah. I seen Yo Gotti. I seen, because we was backstage, Bo, he know them. So we was backstage, and so he put us around a lot of good people. But yeah, being with Bo, it was a big, highlight. He put me around a lot of interesting things, so.
Okay. And speaking of Bo Deal, I gotta ask you this. This is my job. So,
oh God,
what was y'all relationship like, and how was it working with Bo Deal? Was it like a management situation?
Yeah, Bo was my manager. In some cases, he still is. So let's not get it twisted. He gonna see this.
Shout out Bo Deal.
but no, he. Bo was, it's just his personality. He like this with everybody. He's a very father. He can't help but to, I don't know, he got like a father mentality like mine. It's just who he is. He'll yell at you just for doing something stupid, but you got to take it because it's Bo Deal. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. He got good energy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anybody that'll be around that man to tell you the same shit. It's the same. Same with everybody.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, why are you no longer, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, because it's my personal decision. I was going through a lot of stuff that I wasn't really focusing on music like that. And I didn't want to let Bo down. You know what I'm saying? Because he signed me to sell records. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, it's just stuff that I was going through, my mind mentally. It's just like I was breaking down at a moment, and I had to take a step back and kind of heal myself But now it's just like I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time, really. That's why I say I'm not really focused on being famous. I'm not really. If it happened, it happened. But it's not like I'm not expecting it.
Gotta put that pressure on it, man. You gotta put that pressure.
Pressure gonna be put like I say. I'm still gonna be putting out music. It's still gonna be. It's for me and my daughter. I got a daughter. You know, she like to hear my music. She like to sing it when I'm in the studio and stuff like that. So it's like I want to leave something behind. At least for her and her kids to watch, like, oh damn, look, my grandma, great grandma, Gigi ma, like, damn, look, she got a YouTube page. Look, go watch her shit. Like, that's how I be thinking. I think about the future more than the past or the present.
Okay, and you mentioned it hella times. You said you do it just because you like making music, but you gotta have a goal. Like
a goal.
what's your goal, music wise?
Well, a big goal is just to be heard. Okay. You know, if I can't, like this one, I don't have to have 1 million followers on Instagram for me to be fulfilled as a fulfilled artist. I could have 20,000, 30,000. As long as people listening to my music. As long as I'm changing, you know, making people feel good.
One person was listening to my music.
Right. That's it. And I like it because, you know, people tell me all the time, I love your music, you know. So if you can relate to it, if I can help people get through situations just by lyrics in a song, that trumps everything. But like I say, if I did have a real goal towards music and I wanted to do it to get money, I would do it to want to give back. You see what I'm saying? I always had this weird ass dream of building a homeless camp. You know what I'm saying? Taking the homeless people off the street. You know what I'm saying? To work here, you gotta work. Live here, you gotta work. You ain't gotta have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I you know, but that'd be like my billionaire mindset type shit. Like, if I was a billionaire, that'd be the type of shit I'd be doing, is building communities type shit. Like, fixing Chicago, helping them with mental health and all this other shit. Because it's, like I said, music is just like at the low for me. I be so focused on on higher things. Like, it's so much more to worry about.
Okay. Yeah. With music kind of being here for you, what other interests, other talents do you have? Anything else you got going on that you mind sharing?
Yeah. I'm finna be in a movie with Bo Deal.
What is it, Fast Life?
Nah, it's some other movie with Mike Epps and Bo Deal, they making it. Yeah, so Queen Key gonna be in it. Dontario gonna be a lot of big Chicago people in it. You know what I'm saying?
So before this, was you an actress or
I was always rapping. Bo, he put out the cast call on Instagram. Like, it was like a couple years, like a year ago, like something like that. He's like, okay, I'm gonna just go see what happened. I signed up for the part. He's like, well, you ain't get the part you signed up for, but we can get you a part in the movie. I'm like, that's good too. I take it. So I'm like, okay, let me try this. Let me try it. But like, you need to do more acting. I'm like, I'm gonna try it.
As a good thing, or you saying you need to practice?
It's a good thing. Hopefully.
Okay.
But nah, I wanna try that. If that's a new thing that I could do, but. You know, like, really just outside of the entertainment world, my daughter. It's just me and her. So, that's all we got. Okay. And my mama, that's it. It's family. So, that's what I be really focused on. But if my music was to take off, it would help with that. Okay.
So, it's your OG and your daughter. Do you let your daughter listen to all your music? Or
Not every
what's her
song.
Relationship with music? Because grandma artist, mama artist, is that something she didn't bring you some freestyles or anything?
Oh yeah, my daughter, and she can sing too. That's crazy. Like really well.
Oh no, you gotta get all three on the track. No.
Man, like no, I'm really well. And that's because I've been singing with her her whole life. So, and man. That's why I said I need to make her a little song. I need to put her in the studio, because if she got a voice like that already, she only 4.
Oh, yeah.
Her birthday actually today. She finna be 5. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's so it's like, you know, with her on the music thing, that's I be trying to keep it, because not every song that I make is kid worthy. Like, it's specifically one song I got. I don't let her listen to it at all.
Listening to pop. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, well, look, I got one song that's off limits, because one time I actually took her to the studio when I made it. And I shouldn't have did it, but my mama was with me. and they was there, so they just came in. But I caught her little last thing that one time, like, no. You can't say that. It's like WAP. You can't say that.
Just let them make her own songs, man. But okay, that's dope. That's dope. So before we let you go, just talk to me about what you got, what you got currently going on right now, what you may have coming up, what you working on.
Well, I'm currently dropping a mixtape, trying to put out a lot of my style on other people's beats, cause I never did that. I always thought that was unoriginal to do.
No, I think that's when people make their best music. Like when I talk to artists, they be like, I don't really sound like a beat. I'm like, just try it. Just do it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because now it's like my versions of the original song sound nothing like the original song. Like, I'm honestly, you can go on YouTube and listen to every remix that I've done, and not one sound like I told you, the 24 Money Man song. I sung on it. Okay. I was singing on it. It's called Fatal Attraction. I was singing on it, and it's like that. I'm like, okay, so maybe I am a little different, because I think like if you gonna do somebody else's beat, act as if they called you for a feature. Like, don't get on the
just
beat.
Like the other one, I'm just listen to the other one. You know what I'm saying? he definitely did this shit on that.
Exactly. And it was so hard for me to write to that song because I'm like, this man just really killed this song, and it's like, ain't nothing else to rap. You can't rap because if you try to rap, you're gonna fall into his raps. He done hit every melody you could possibly think of on that song. So it's like, oh damn, you gotta sing on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it right now, just dropping music. I want to be more original after these little. I say I was gonna try to drop like 15 unoriginal other people's songs before I get back to
as a project as well, or just
it's a project. I'm gonna put it together eventually, but right now I'm just dropping each song separately on YouTube so people can actually listen to it. Because I feel like some artists, when they drop EPs, everybody don't go and listen to the whole song, especially if you're a new and upcoming artist. Like if I was Lil Wayne and just dropped the EP, everybody listen to every song that's on that motherfucker. But no, it's not. I gotta force people. So that's why I say promotion is big. You gotta post 3 times the same shit at 1, 3, and 6 shit, every day. I do
it more than that. Every time I jump on, like, shit, I'm posting on different pages.
right. Get people to share and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm at with it right now. Just focusing on the mixtape, and then I'm gonna get back to my original music. Then got more videos coming out, and that's basically it. But
appreciate it. Well, you definitely killed your in the booth. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to put that out. Keep working. Go ahead, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music.
Yes, you can find me everywhere at tutu.shakura, tutu.shakura on everything. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, Facebook, whatever. Same thing, Tutu Shakura.
All right, appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.